What if a country wasn't just a destination, but a journey into a golden dream? Welcome to Myanmar, the Golden Land, where spiritual history doesn't just rest, it breathes. From the sacred Shwedagon Pagoda that casts a blinding electric glow over Yangon, to the vast, silent plains of Bagan, where thousands of ancient temples rise like monuments to the sun, every landscape hums with devotion. We'll glide across the whispering waters of Inle Lake to meet the legendary leg-rowing fishermen and climb mountains to witness the unbelievable sight of the Golden Rock. Prepare to step away from the modern world and into a timeless epic. Are you ready to uncover the heart of this luminous, ancient soul? Shwenandaw Pagoda. Rising from the ancient plains of Bagan, Shwenandaw Pagoda embodies the quest for spiritual enlightenment and the enduring devotion of a nation. Its shimmering white terraces climb in 5 distinct levels toward a stupa crowned with a golden HTI, reaching an impressive height of just over 300 feet, which is about 91 meters, commanding panoramic views above thousands of brick-red temples in every direction. Built by King Anarata in the 11th century, Shwenandaw was among the first monuments constructed after his conquest of Taung, marking both a new era of Theravada Buddhism and Bagan's golden age. Here, every sunrise transforms stone and spire with golden hues, evoking a sense of awe and reverence that bridges generations and draws pilgrims and travelers alike to contemplate faith and impermanence. Each visit to Shwenandaw connects visitors not only to Myanmar's spiritual past, but also to the broader journey of discovery that the landscape of Bagan continues to inspire. Dhammayangyi Temple, Bagan, power and mystery converge in the silhouette of Dhammayangyi Temple, revealing how devotion can shape even the harshest histories. Rising above the Bagan Plains, its colossal brick mass stretches over 230 feet from end to end, which is about 70 meters, casting angular shadows across fields of golden dust and scattered pagodas. Constructed in the 12th century by King Narathu, legend holds that the temple's mortarless bricks were set so tightly that even a pin could not fit between them, a testament to obsession and fear after the king ascended the throne through bloodshed. Walking through its shadowy corridors, the air is thick with both reverence and the weight of past transgressions, pulling visitors into a haunting sense of awe and reflection. Yet, in contrast to its forbidding architecture and dark history, Dhammayangyi glows each sunset, its bricks ignited with hues of orange and gold, whispering forgiveness over time's canvas. This temple's complex story beckons travelers to explore how places can hold pain and beauty side by side, inviting an ever deeper search for understanding across Myanmar's sacred landscapes. Bagan Ancient City, the timeless spirit of human devotion and ingenuity, lives on among Bagan's endless plain of spires and ruins. As dawn breaks, more than 2,000 temples and pagodas, some rising over 150 feet, which is about 46 meters, emerge through the early morning mist, painting a surreal landscape of ochre and gold against the fertile plains. Established as the capital of the pagan kingdom in the 9th century, Bagan became Myanmar's spiritual heart through centuries of kingship, religious fervor, and artistic achievement, with its construction boom peaking between the 11th and 13th centuries. Walking among these ancient stupas, where sunlight streams through centuries-old carvings, visitors often feel a profound connection to both the countless craftsmen who built them and the faithful who once gathered here. Though Bagan's grandeur echoes its glorious past, the quiet rural life that continues today in the surrounding villages offers a striking contrast to the mystical city of kings. In this land where temples rise from fields, the journey sheds light on the enduring pulse of culture and memory across the ages. Ananda Temple, Bagan, Myanmar, the enduring spirit of enlightenment weaves through every stone of this revered sanctuary, shaping centuries of Burmese devotion. Rising elegantly with gilded spires and whitewashed terraces, the temple's central tower reaches 170 feet into the sky, which is about 52 meters, shimmering in Bagan's golden light, and surrounded by intricate stone carvings of lotus flowers and mythical creatures. Completed in the year 1110 under the reign of King Kyaikhtiyo, Ananda Temple was inspired by Indian architectural legends, standing as one of the earliest and best-preserved monuments among Bagan's thousands of pagodas. Inside, the serene gaze of 4 colossal Buddha statues evokes a quiet sense of awe, inviting pilgrims and travelers alike to reflect on humility and hope through the ages. The journey through Bagan's spiritual heart gently invites us to discover deeper layers of history and faith within Myanmar's ever-evolving landscape. Taung Kalat Monastery. In Myanmar, faith and nature intertwine spectacularly at Taung Kalat Monastery, where human devotion ascends skyward atop a volcanic plug. Rising dramatically from the plains, the monastery sits perched on a craggy column that towers over 2,400 feet, which is about 730 meters above sea level, crowned with gilded spires and fluttering prayer flags that shimmer in the breeze. The structure's roots trace back nearly a millennium, when monks began using this basalt outcrop as a sacred site, believing Mount Popa itself to be the abode of powerful Nat spirits in the Burmese spiritual pantheon. Climbing the 777 steps, which equals about 237 meters, pilgrims and travelers alike feel a sense of awe and serenity, pausing to gaze out over lush forests and distant villages, their efforts rewarded at every turn by solemn beauty. Yet, where silence and prayer now reign, ancient tales tell of volcanic fury, carving this lone pillar from the earth, a stark reminder of the region's restless geology. This sacred summit speaks not only to the endurance of spiritual tradition, but also to the unyielding relationship between people and the dramatic landscapes they call home. Inle Lake, Shan State, Myanmar. This immense freshwater lake embodies the delicate balance between nature and community, where tradition seamlessly interlaces with daily life. Wisps of early morning mist float above glimmering waters that stretch across nearly 50 square miles, which is around 130 square kilometers, dotted with stilted wooden homes and gardens that drift on floating islands. For centuries, Inle Lake has served as the heart of the Intha people, who crafted a unique culture defined by its one-legged rowers, hand-woven lotus textiles, and bustling lakeside markets since at least the 14th century. Visitors often feel a gentle humility standing on a narrow canoe, sharing the same serene sunrise as fishermen whose rhythmic movements echo generations of endurance and ingenuity. Yet beyond the tranquility, daily challenges persist as rising tourism and shifting water levels test the sustainability of both the ecosystem and cultural practices. Still, Inle Lake's timeless rhythm invites the all to reflect on humanity's ability to adapt and harmonize with nature, inspiring journeys beyond the water's edge. Bein Bridge. Crossing the Bein Bridge offers a moving encounter with the enduring bond between people and river in the landscape of Myanmar. Stretching 1,200 feet, which is approximately 366 meters, across the tranquil Taung Lake, this iconic teakwood structure creates a striking silhouette beneath the shifting hues of sunrise and sunset, while monks draped in saffron robes and local villagers pass silently back and forth. Built in the mid-19th century using reclaimed wood from the former royal palace of Amarapura, this bridge stands as the oldest and longest teak footbridge in the world, echoing historical transitions and the resourcefulness of Burmese craftsmanship. For many, traversing its length stirs a gentle reflection on impermanence and connection, as creaking timbers beneath one's feet remind of countless crossings through generations. Yet the timeless serenity here is contrasted by the bustling modern city of Mandalay, visible in the distance, bridging centuries with a single step. In places like this, the rhythms of daily life and echoes of history converge, inviting us to explore how tradition and change flow together in Myanmar's heartland. Uama village, Inle Lake. In this floating settlement, the core theme is the unity between people and nature, where daily life is intertwined with the gentle, ever-shifting waters. Stilted wooden homes line narrow, flower-fringed canals, their reflections mingling with long, thin canoes gliding silently across the surface as the mountains of Shan State loom in the distance. For centuries, the Intha people of Myanmar have built gardens atop bamboo rafts, harnessing aquatic wisdom passed down through generations since Inle Lake first became a cradle for innovative agriculture more than 500 years ago, or over 5 centuries. A gentle stillness prevails. Watching a fisherman guide his boat with one leg, you sense deep pride in traditions shaped by water and time. Yet beyond the tranquility, rapid changes, from rising tourist boats to shifting climate patterns, challenge this fragile balance, casting uncertainty alongside beauty. This delicate harmony, ever under threat, echoes across waterside communities throughout the region, inviting us to reflect on how places and lives are bound by the ways we coexist with the world around us. Ngapali U Pagoda. At the heart of Inle Lake's ethereal beauty, the Ngapali U Pagoda reveals a deep spiritual connection, shaping community life in the Shan Hills of Myanmar. Adorned with glimmering golden tiers, the pagoda rises out of lush gardens and sits close to the shoreline, while inside, 5 sacred Buddha images shimmer beneath candlelight, almost unrecognizable beneath layers of many decades' worth of gold leaf pressed lovingly by devotees. Built during the 18th century, the pagoda has grown from a modest lakeside shrine to a revered pilgrimage site, especially famous for its annual festival, when the holy images are ceremoniously paraded across the lake on a royal barge spanning some 50 feet, or about 15 meters. Visitors sense a palpable reverence in the air as prayers and the scent of incense seem to blend with the ripples lapping against the floating walkways. While the pagoda's opulence contrasts vividly with the simplicity of the villages stilted above Inle's waters. Both are united by a devotion that weaves together tradition and daily life. From this sacred sanctuary, deeper stories of faith, artistry, and resilience await among the highland waters. Kyaikhtiyo Golden Rock, perched on the precipice of a mountain ridge. The Golden Rock serves as a powerful symbol of faith, balance between earth and sky. Shimmering gold leaf wraps the massive boulder, which teeters dramatically near the edge, more than 3,600 feet, or nearly 1,000 feet, 1,100 meters above sea level, surrounded by ribbons of mist and prayer flags fluttering in the mountain breeze. According to legend, this sacred stone has defied gravity for centuries, since the 12th century, maintained in place, allegedly by a single strand of the Buddha's hair enshrined inside, making it a major pilgrimage site for Buddhists across Myanmar. Being here evokes awe and humility as visitors witness pilgrims press gold leaf to the rock's gleaming surface, their hopes and prayers lingering in the crisp mountain air. The ancient tranquility of this spiritual site stands in stark contrast to the modern hustle and digital distractions found across contemporary Myanmar. Each step toward the Golden Rock becomes a journey not just through physical landscape, but also through the layers of belief and tradition that shape the country's unique cultural soul. Shwedagon Pagoda, spiritual devotion, weaves through every detail of Myanmar's culture, and nowhere is this more profound than at Shwedagon Pagoda. Gleaming in golden splendor, the pagoda rises nearly 326 feet, which is about 99 meters above the bustling streets of Yangon. Its stupa glows at sunset, casting a warm amber light across a sea of devotees and intricately tiled terraces. According to legend and chronicles, Shwedagon was established more than 2,600 years ago, making it among the world's oldest Buddhist stupas, and it is believed to enshrine sacred relics of 4 Buddhas, including strands of Gautama's hair. As incense swirls and worshippers circle the golden core, visitors are often swept up by a deep sense of peace and reverence that transcends language and nationality. Yet, just beyond the sacred boundaries, Yangon's modern skyline competes for attention, highlighting the contrast between spiritual tradition and contemporary life. The enduring brilliance of Shwedagon invites us to look deeper into the cultural heart of Myanmar, where every golden spire tells a timeless Kandaugi Lake, Yangon, Myanmar. Water as a source of reflection, sustenance, and harmony weaves the core theme at the heart of Kandaugi Lake. Spanning over 150 acres, which equals around 61 hectares, the lake's tranquil surface often shimmers with mirrored images of blossoming lotus, vibrant joggers, and the golden stupa of Shwedagon Pagoda, looming majestically in the near distance. Originally constructed by British colonists in the late 19th century as a reservoir to supply clean water to Yangon, this man-made lake has become a vital green lung for the bustling metropolis and a beloved gathering spot for generations of locals. While morning serenity lingers over the placid water, nearby city streets thrum with relentless traffic and commerce, offering a vivid contrast between quiet natural retreat and urban vitality. The story of Kandaugi Lake flows onward, connecting the enduring relationship between Myanmar's heritage and the ever-changing spirit of its people. Moniwa. This city embodies the core theme of spiritual resilience woven into daily life along Myanmar's Chindwin River. Wide boulevards bustle with the movement of open-air tuk-tuks, while the colossal Laikyun Sekya Buddha towers over the countryside, standing at 124 feet tall, which is about 129 meters, shimmering gold against the emerald green landscape. Historically, Moniwa flourished as a vital trading hub connecting Upper Myanmar to the rest of the country, its prosperity shaped by both the river routes and waves of Buddhist devotion, exemplified by the enormous Thanbodai Pagoda, with its reported 500,000 Buddha images. Visitors sense echoes of devotion and everyday perseverance in the gentle smiles of locals offering flowers and food at temples, blending tradition with warmth. Yet, just beyond the sacred monuments, lie sun-baked streets lined with candid food stalls and markets, where modern rhythms dance against a backdrop of ancient faith. Mandalay Hill. A journey to Mandalay Hill is an exploration of spiritual devotion and panoramic wonder, capturing the cultural heart of Myanmar. Rising 1,726 feet, which is about 526 meters above the flat valley, the hill is crowned with gleaming pagodas and monasteries shimmering under the tropical sun. For centuries, Mandalay Hill has been a pilgrimage site, with origins dating back to the founding of Mandalay in the 19th century, when King Mindon laid the city's foundations, inspired by Buddhist prophecy. Climbing its winding stairways, lined with vibrant murals and golden statues, visitors share in a silent connection to generations of monks, pilgrims, and travelers who have sought peace or enlightenment atop its summit. At sunset, the tranquil prayer chants and gentle breezes sharply contrast with the bustling cityscape sprawling far below, where modern life pulses in every direction. Mandalay Hill invites reflection on the timeless union between landscape, spirituality, and the ever-changing tapestry of Myanmar's human story. Shwenandaw Monastery. Standing as a testament to sacred craftsmanship and spiritual preservation, Shwenandaw Monastery embodies the enduring significance of Myanmar's Buddhist heritage. Intricately carved teakwood panels cloak the monastery in rich golden hues, with delicate mythological motifs dancing across every wall, while sunlight streams through lattice windows and casts moving patterns onto ancient floors. Built in the late 19th century, Shwenandaw Monastery was originally part of Mandalay Palace and was carefully dismantled, moved and rebuilt at its current location by King Thibaw, making it the only major teak structure from the royal palace to survive the devastation of World War II. Stepping inside, one feels a profound reverence, as layers of incense and generations of whispered prayers link visitors to the devout souls who have sought solace here for over 140 years. The monastery's quiet, weathered beauty contrasts sharply with Mandalay's modern bustle, where concrete buildings stretch upwards just steps away. In this enduring sanctuary, Myanmar's complex history and living traditions invite deeper exploration beyond mere monuments. Mahamuni Pagoda. In the heart of Mandalay, the Mahamuni Pagoda stands as a testament to the enduring relationship between faith and tradition in Myanmar's rich cultural landscape. Approaching its golden facade, visitors are greeted by the mesmerizing sight of the Mahamuni Buddha image seated serenely amid clouds of incense and flickering candlelight, its surface layered with countless sheets of gold leaf applied by devoted pilgrims, giving it a textured, almost living glow under the soft morning sun. This sacred site was established in the late 18th century when King Bodapaya enshrined what is believed to be one of only 5 likenesses of the Buddha created during his lifetime. An artifact that weighs over 6.5 tons, or nearly 6 metric tons. For many, participating in the daily ritual of gold leaf application invokes a personal connection with the divine, as hopes and prayers become part of the ever-thickening surface. Amid the spiritual bustle and perpetual light, the nearby bustling marketplace stands in stark contrast, lively with vendors and everyday commotion. Yet this sacred place remains a touchstone, offering visitors a moment of quiet reflection as they trace the ever-evolving story of Myanmar's heritage. Indian village Inle Lake, Shan State, Myanmar. Hidden legacies are woven deeply into the daily life here, where ancient traditions and the ongoing pulse of local communities blend seamlessly amid the mists. Crowning a gentle hill, hundreds of weathered stupas rise in close formation, their ochre spires stretching nearly 50 feet, which is roughly 15 meters, high above tangled green undergrowth and the winding dirt paths. Wandering among these silent sentinels, visitors are often struck by a deep melancholy, wondering what stories live behind each faded carving, while nearby, Children laugh by the creek, and market stalls bustle with fresh produce. The timeless calm of Indian stands in stark contrast to the ever-changing waterscapes and floating villages of Inle Lake just below, where bamboo houses sway gently on stilts. Through these landscapes, mystery and memory remain entwined with the rhythm of daily life, inviting further journeys into the heart of this storied region. Kyaikhtiyo Pagoda. Known as the world's largest book, Kyaikhtiyo Pagoda stands as a testament to the enduring value of Buddhist wisdom and the profound dedication of the Myanmar people to preserving their cultural heritage. Brilliant white stupas, totaling 729 in all, shimmer beneath the Mandalay sun, each housing a single slab of marble inscribed with ancient scripture. These stone pages rise nearly 5 feet, or about 1.5 meters, creating an awe-inspiring forest of sacred knowledge. Commissioned in the middle of the 19th century by King Mindon Min, the pagoda was constructed as part of his efforts to safeguard Buddhist teachings during a time when Myanmar's future was threatened by colonial expansion. Walking among the marble tablets, visitors are enveloped by a deep sense of peace and connection, as whispers of devotion echo across generations who have come here to read, meditate, and reflect. Yet beyond the serene calm, the pagoda's resilience stands in stark contrast to the turbulent history that has shaped modern Mandalay. This sense of timelessness invites all who visit to consider the enduring power of knowledge and tradition carried through centuries. Mandalay Palace. The Mandalay Palace stands as a powerful symbol of Myanmar's royal heritage and the enduring theme of cultural identity preserved through time. Glittering golden rooftops rise above expansive courtyards with teak wood halls stretching nearly 600 feet, which is about 183 meters, beneath intricate, jewel-toned spires that gleam under the Myanmar sun. Completed in the year 1859, this fortress-like complex was the final royal palace of the Burmese monarchy before British colonization, echoing stories of courtly rituals and dramatic upheaval inside its walls. Walking its corridors, a sense of nostalgia and pride fills the air. Every weathered brick and shimmering ornament invites visitors to connect emotionally with a legacy nearly lost to war and fire. While the royal halls evoke grandeur and continuity, the city surrounding them teems with modern life. Motorcycles buzzing just yards or a few meters from ancient moats. The palace stands as a living reminder that echoes of history still shape the heart of Myanmar's present, inviting all to journey deeper into the country's story. Bogyoke Aung San Market. Here in Yangon, the spirit of Myanmar's rich commerce and community comes alive, weaving together the traditional and the modern across generations. Stroll beneath the green iron arches and past colonnades speckled in golden sunlight, where bustling stalls overflow with vibrant textiles, hand-carved jade, strings of gleaming pearls, and lacquerware shimmering across long glass counters. Each shop forming a colorful tapestry stretching over 200 yards, or about 183 meters. First opened in the year 1926 during British colonial rule, the market, once known as Scott Market, was later renamed to honor General Aung San, father of Myanmar's independence, making each brick a silent witness to Yangon's evolving identity. The sounds of haggling, laughter, and the soft tap of sandals echo memories of childhood visits and family legacies, connecting generations through the rhythmic pulse of daily life. Yet step outside the market's walls, and the ordered chaos gives way to the quieter colonial streets, where echoes of the past linger in the hush. The marketplace leaves us reflecting on how tradition and change intertwine in every city's heartbeat. Ngapali Beach, the enduring bond between nature's serenity and the rhythms of coastal life, echoes along the silver sands of Ngapali Beach. Here, the shoreline stretches for more than 9 miles, which is roughly 14 kilometers, glimmering beneath golden sunlight, while rows of swaying palms dot the water's edge. Historically, this tranquil coast became known to the Burmese people after early 20th century traders from the Irrawaddy Delta discovered its mirror-like waters, transforming it into a peaceful retreat while much of the country faced turbulent times. Visitors and locals alike, the rhythmic crash of gentle waves and the endless horizon conjure a sense of calm and joy, recalling childhood memories and family gatherings under the open sky. Beyond the laid-back atmosphere, the contrast with Myanmar's bustling urban centers is striking, as Ngapali's pace flows far slower than the pulsing heart of major cities like Yangon. Coast, with its ever-changing tides and timeless beauty, invites travelers to reflect on the connections between nature and community found along every shore. Mergui Archipelago, a tapestry of nature's hidden wonders, defines the spirit of the Mergui Archipelago, where isolation and biodiversity create a unique harmony between sea and land. Crystal-clear turquoise waters ripple against more than 800 islands, their shorelines fringed with mangroves and jungles dense enough to conceal secret coves. These islands stretch across nearly 600 miles, which is about 965 kilometers along Myanmar's remote southern coast. Historically, these islands were a haven for the Moken, a nomadic sea people whose sustainable way of life persisted largely unchanged for centuries, despite foreign control during the colonial era. Stepping ashore, the sensation is one of profound tranquility and curiosity, as if every footstep along untouched white sands forges a new connection with the wild, timeless essence of Southeast Asia. Yet this isolation sharply contrasts with the growing presence of eco-tourism and modern fishing vessels, which threaten to disrupt the fragile balance intrinsic to the archipelago's allure. The ongoing interplay between tradition and change here raises questions mirrored in many other coastal enclaves, where the past and future meet at the water's edge. Ngapali Beach. Along the western coast of Myanmar, Ngapali Beach reveals the core theme of blissful serenity shaped by centuries of intertwining cultures and untouched nature. White powdery sands stretch for nearly 4 miles, which is about 6.5 6.4 kilometers, bordered by swaying palms and the turquoise waves of the Bay of Bengal, where fishing boats drift gently on the horizon. Local legend traces Ngapali's name to Italian explorers centuries ago, while written records show the beach was a vital port for Rakhine maritime traders by the 15th century, fostering exchanges that enriched the region's identity. Slow rhythm of daily life, fishermen mending nets, children playing by the water's edge, invites visitors to breathe deep, restoring a sense of wonder and peace amid nature's embrace. Yet just beyond these tranquil shores, reminders linger of Rakhine's turbulent history and economic challenges, underscoring the fragile balance between paradise and hardship.